What's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning back in to Air Trafficking. It's your man E, and we got another massive unboxing video for you today. Not even 2 weeks later, and here we go with another double-digit sneaker pickup video. Hit that thumbs up. I got sneakers coming from some international sites that you may or may not know about. I'll be sure to leave the names down in the description box so you guys can check them out for yourself if you're unfamiliar. I also got some pickups from the stateside, of course. But before we get into those, hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell, share the video. Definitely hit that like button, and let's go ahead and get into these pickups. So we're back, guys, and after seeing that footage, then you know I had to actually log off the computer, jump in the car, and make a mall run. That's right, I was successful in reserving the sneaker on the Foot Action app. If you guys been paying attention to my Instagram, then you of course already know what these are. As you see, we got that Yeezy Boost 350 box. Of course, this is the V2 this year with the pull-out drawer. And since only one colorway released this past weekend, then you know I picked up the V2 in the black and red or bread colorway. In this particular colorway, I would have to say probably takes the #1 spot for me in reference to V2s, particularly because it just reminds me of my favorite version 1 model, which is the Pirate Black. That and the fact that I like the simplicity of the sneaker. It's a true red, not a pink on the shoe. And with that being the case, I just feel like it's a really wearable shoe. Of course, with this model, we got that pull tab that we haven't seen on any other V2 models thus far. But other than the fact that it has a pull tab and then blacking out that Supply 350 stripe, I mean, that pretty much does it for the shoe. There's no real differences in the other V2 models. I'm sure you can expect the same fit and comfort. In my opinion, these kind of feel a little snug, but I'm just hoping over time with wears they'll kind of stretch out and form to the foot. So getting into this next pack, it comes from Overkill. I've unboxed a couple pairs of sneakers from them before. There's the website, so you don't even have to go to the description to find it. And this particular store is located in Germany, Berlin to be specific. And I've always had good experiences with Overkill for the most part. They've always seemed to have had, you know, some of the releases that were harder to get for me personally. If I stayed up for them, I've been able to get them with no problem. You can see they threw some stickers in there for me. But if you couldn't tell from the box, we got that Chinese symbol there. And with the recent release of the Jordan 12 Chinas, I know it's been, I think, a couple weekends or so. But like I said, sometimes with these international shipping, it takes a while for it to come. And you see we have those Jordan 12 Chinese New Year or the CNY 12s. I picked up a lot of pairs of these. Fortunately, I was up real late that morning and I was just checking out pairs from all over the place because I did want to add these to the collection. Not only that, but I just didn't know how fast they were going to sell out in the US. And if you guys stayed up for the release, then you know they went pretty quickly and prices were kind of reselling from anywhere from $400 to $500. So I was definitely happy to get a handful of pairs. In fact, while we were on the sneaker, I was able to get one from 24 Calates, which is located in Barcelona, where I was able to get a size 9. I was able to get a size 12 and 12.5 from Titolo, which is located in Switzerland. And with these last 2 packs here, I was able to get a size 11.5 from Oneway, which is located in Slovenia, as well as another size 12 from BasketTemple, which is located in France. So now that we got those unboxings out of the way, we can get back to the sneakers. As you can see, we got the Chinese New Year 12s here, and they resemble the Taxi 12s quite a bit, except for the fact that they have a basket woven like print on the mud guard there. Of course, we got the 3M upper all over the shoe. Different laces. We got that bamboo like detailing on the eyelids and the Jordan tab there. And lastly, instead of your traditional Jumpman that you would see on the tongue, we've got a Chinese inscription, which I believe, I did my research, it says 12. Next up, we got a pickup from Offspring, which is another UK site that I use from here to there. I'm not going to say all the time, but I did get Moonrock Yeezys from them last year, so I'm down with them. Actually, that probably was the last time that I picked something up from them. I was just happy to get my size in that Moonrock Yeezy, and I still have them. I'm thinking about selling them, but I still got them. And we got a first for me in a long time, Nike Air Force One. What we have here is the Air Force One in that olive colorway. Of course, this one is a mid, not to be confused with that Special Forces one that released. And I pretty much just picked this one up because I thought it was fly. I mean, it's a very nice color. When I checked out with these, I wasn't really sure whether or not it was a short hair suede or just a nubuck, and when getting them in hand, I think it's just a nubuck upper. But in my opinion, it's definitely a nice shoe. The materials look decent as well. These actually restocked today in a couple of sizes. So next up, we got a pickup from Nike. Of course, you can tell by the tape. This one they actually reserved for me not too long ago, and I was pretty much feeling these sneakers, man. They sat around. They're still sitting, as a matter of fact. But I was looking forward to them. You know, nowadays when sneakers sit, people act like it's a bad thing. But if you remember the struggle days where you really had to put in work to get a Jordan release on a Saturday, then you would pretty much have appreciation for what's going on now. Which, as you can see, we got a Jordan 4. And of course, these are the Royalties. Not really sure why these are still sitting, other than the fact that they probably produce hella pairs. Now, in seeing them in person, my only concern is the fact that this suede has the potential for it to become really ashy, and I'm assuming that if you get them scuffed up, that it's going to show as well. The other thing is that with those gold hits being plated, the fact that those might chip and end up wearing away as well with time. But all in all, it's still a very clean shoe. I'm really surprised that they didn't just up the materials and try to push this one as being like a pinnacle model. Personally, I probably wouldn't even have minded the markup if they would have just, you know, took the time and put a little bit better materials on the shoe. And who knows, perhaps that would have even made them sell a little bit better. Either way, I think the shoe is dope and I'm glad to pick them up. While we're on the Royalty 4s, I went on ahead and unboxed my other pack because it's tied directly to it. But he looked out for me, and that's all I'm going to say. He definitely came through with a player price, and I just couldn't pass it up. In fact, I'm not even going to lie to you. Those pairs from Nike that you just saw me unbox that I had reserved, they're going back. Because at the price that Rome was able to get these for me at, you would have done the same thing. It was just a no-brainer. I definitely had to cop at that price, especially now. I know these will eventually end up going on sale, but when he already had the for sale price, had to go ahead and grab them. So my last unboxing for today is a double sneaker pickup coming from, of course, Finish Line. And you know how I get with these coupon codes and these reward points or reward certificates when they send them to me. I'm always looking for a way to cop something under retail. It's just the way that I am. And I did just that when it came to these. They actually had a like get 25 off of 125 and get 50 off of 200 code that was running. And with using that alongside of my $20 reward certificate, I ended up copping both these pairs for under retail. We got 2 more Air Force One boxes. Now, you saw me unbox the olive pair, and as you can see, I went on ahead and pulled the trigger on the other 2 colorways of that same nubuck Air Force One Mid 07. I don't know, it was just something about this particular model. I like the nubuck on them. It almost resembles like a short-haired suede, as I said. And they're just a solid shoe, solid color, really easy to wear, especially when I'm just trying to run out somewhere real quick, not trying to get real fancy or nothing like that. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. One thing that I can say on this red pair in particular, they do have a pretty bad glue stain on the toe box, as well as it looks like some type of flaws on the check. So they'll definitely be getting exchanged at the mall as soon as I can. But other than that, for about 70 a piece, you just can't beat it. Alright guys, well that wraps it up for this massive unboxing. I hope you all enjoy it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and click that notification bell for me so you don't miss any more videos from me from here on out. Hit the like button and share the video if you're able to do so. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at the name you see on the screen at this time. And keep it locked to Air Trafficking for more dope multi-sneaker pickups just like this one. Until next time, I'm taking off.